Hey everyone, Scott of the Scottman, and we're here to do a drive video today. More about that in a minute because I have a red light I gotta stop at here. So hold on 1 second, please. Alright, never mind. So anyway, let's get right to it, shall we? So we're heading north today on M15, where it starts at US Highway 24 or Dixie Hwy. We're going to be taking this all up to I-69 near Davison, Michigan. I filmed this video several years ago, but the quality is absolutely terrible. Because it was with one of my older cameras and it was very, very bumpy. To where if you're watching the video, you probably would get seasick. I'm not kidding you. So I figured with it being a beautiful day today, it'd be a perfect day to film this redo video. Because yeah, as you can tell, the quality compared to that old video is a lot better. Because with the GoPro, it's pretty stable, I would say. And it takes some of the bumps in the road pretty well. But the first part of M15, I would say, is one of the busiest stretches of M15 along its entirety. M15 goes all up to Bay City, Michigan. But first starts out here in Clarkston. Right here, this is the intersection with Walden Road. But yeah, you can tell there's a lot of people in Clarkston. Because yeah, look at all the traffic going right through downtown. But yeah, Clarkston has a lot of restaurants. Got the Clarkston Union to the right there. Or that was immediately to the right. Yeah, we're pretty much crawling through downtown right now because everybody's either turning or stopping at different traffic lights. And then yeah, there's Union Wood Shop, which is a really good barbecue restaurant. I think I covered that in a barbecue restaurant tour I did a year and a half ago. Yep, downtown Clarkston is really nice, but yeah, as you can tell, really busy. Can be pretty busy even on a Sunday, too. Yeah, pretty much the rest of Clarkston that we'll be driving through is be primarily residential. Yep, another traffic light. Yeah, it looks like we were backed up quite a bit, I'd say. Okay, now we're starting to move. It's like the light turned green like 10-15 seconds ago, and we're now just starting to move, but barely move. Yeah, looking back at the traffic light, it was just turning red again. It's like, traffic light did not last long, but at the same time, people were moving very slowly. But now we're going to start to, what am I trying to say here? Now it should start moving a lot more quickly since we're now getting out of Clarkston. And right here is the interchange with I-75. Of course, that's the ramp to get onto I-75 South, going back toward like Pontiac, Auburn Hills, down to Troy, and then of course eventually to like Detroit. And you got the ramp for I-75 North heading up toward Flint. Barely made that light. So now we're starting to head out more into the countryside. This stretch of M15 between I-75 going up to the Ortonville area, which is the next community we're kind of going into in a few miles or so from now. This could be pretty busy too. Because, yeah, as you can tell, a lot of people live out here. Just because it's a way to live out in the country, but not be terribly far from I-75, to where you can easily go into downtown. weekend, though, it's like, yeah, M15 turns to a pretty nice highway once you get north out of Clarkston. It is really nice out today. It's like, as you can tell, it's partly cloudy, and my current thermometer is reading 72 degrees Fahrenheit, which is very, very nice. That's like around a little over 22 degrees Celsius. So like for almost mid-July, this is really nice. Like we just had a cold front come through a day and a half ago. So we have a couple days of cool air, and then we got a lot of rain coming through here tomorrow with a warm front, and then it's supposed to get hot and humid again, but not, I think, like 80s in terms of temperatures, like nothing too crazy. But yeah, just last weekend it was the holiday weekend, and I had off the Monday after the 4th of July, and then I took off the Friday before the 4th of July weekend. So the first half of the weekend, I went up to the Sault Ste. Marie area, got to go to Scottman895 Falls, Whitefish Point, and then walk around Sault Ste. Marie a little bit that evening, check out the Sioux Locks, and then come back that Saturday. Went up a very good time because the weather was really nice and cool. I got up there before all the other people got up there, so remember when I went to Scottman895 Falls, I went that Friday morning, and I had some of the different viewpoints all to myself. It was amazing. But yeah, right now I'm just playing different trips I want to do for the remainder of the year. As I'm recording this video, of course, things can easily change by the time this video goes up on YouTube, or perhaps even when I'm editing this video. But we're now entering Brandon Township. But yeah, at least I'm recording this video, the South Africa trip in late October is still scheduled to go on, which is great news. But yeah, I just messaged my friend Greg, who's co-running the trip, and yeah, they have the full intentions of still running the trip. Although I think they haven't made a final decision yet, but the plan as of right now is still to go. But if it gets postponed or something because of things going on in South Africa due to the pandemic, then I'd be going somewhere else. Although I'm hoping I find out soon, just because I do gotta reserve the time off pretty soon here. And we're coming to the light for Seymour Lake Road. Seymour Lake Road, taking that east will take you over to Oxford, which is over like the northeastern part of Oakland County. It's a nice route to take. We're going to and from Oxford, like over to this area. Okay, I was saying a few miles to Ortonville, but it's a little bit further than I thought. We probably got like another 2, maybe 3 miles to go till we're in the main part of Ortonville. Although technically M15 does not go into Ortonville itself. But yeah, another reason why they do a redo video of this is because when I filmed this video several years ago, it was in the middle of winter and it was snowing outside. And there are a lot of people parked on the road here. Not sure what's going on there, but it's still early to mid-July, so there could be I know there are a lot of high school graduation parties going on right now. It is that time of year. But yeah, it's like once you get to Seymour Lake Road, between here and Ortonville, yeah, you see a lot more development. Like different small businesses, a lot of traffic lights. Although I'm sure like 30 years ago, this is probably a lot less developed. End of July and early August, I'm planning another road trip out to the northeastern part of the United States. I still need to book a bunch of hotels and things like that for the route I'm planning, but there are different areas in the Northeast that I would like to revisit, or like to visit them. Maybe I'm trying to think of the right word, or basically try to spend a little bit more time at some of the different places, and then at the same time go to some different ones too. So it's almost like an enhancement to the 2016 New England road trip I did. Oh, there's a little bit of a backup. Because yeah, as I was saying, this route can get pretty busy, but I didn't think it was going to be this busy on a Saturday. Because yeah, we're about to come in the village limits for Ortonville. Definitely a big backup here. Unless there's something going on. I guess it depends on where the traffic's going. Yeah, because we're pretty much crawling right now. Yeah, more people are going straight, so they're not going into Ortonville. Oh, yeah, I'm going to have to stop back here. But yeah, this light, yeah, this is South Street. If you make a right turn here, that'll take you into that'll kind of take you into downtown Ortonville. Or sorry, yeah, it does. And I already forgot what I was talking about earlier. So that traffic light was kind of distracting a little bit. Although if you also want to go in the downtown Ortonville too, you can go up to this light as well. Oh, okay, so yeah. Go to the heart of downtown Ortonville, you can make a right turn at this little street here. Or you can turn right at Mill Street. But you go left, that'll turn to Grange Hall Road, that'll take you out toward Holly and then Fenton, Michigan. Yeah, just a small little village. Nothing really, not a ton going on there, but just that has a nice charm to it, though. Again, that's the downtown area. There's a lot of development outside of the little village. Well, that's a really cool cemetery off to the left there. You got a shopping center off to the right there. And if this is the light for Oakwood Road, Oakwood Road will cut across the far northern part of Oakland County, going all the way over to M24 north of Oxford. Alright, so we're now heading out of Ortonville now, back out into the country. Ortonville, you can tell the traffic has gotten a little bit lighter. But yeah, there's still quite a bit of cars. I think that's pretty much the case going all the way up to Davison. And once you go north of Davison, M15, I believe, is a lot quieter, just because everybody's mainly going toward I-75, going north that way, like going up to like Bay City. Oh yeah, so going back to that, talking about the road trip, I was originally hoping I was going to maybe do like a trip to Europe, which, yeah, Europe is mostly open to the U.S. right now, but it's like, I was a little hesitant on going just this, like, right now, is because a couple reasons. One, wouldn't be able to do a lot of planning. Oh, yeah, we just crossed over County Line Road. We're now in Genesee County. So anyway, so yeah, wouldn't have a ton of time to plan everything. Although if I really wanted to, I could. But the other reason is that I know, like, when it comes to the pandemic, it's like cases are starting to go up there. It's like I'm fully vaccinated, but at the same time, I feel like Europe has been, well, like, for example, I think Portugal, for example, I think they were starting to put on weekend curfew, like nighttime curfews in Lisbon or something. So it's like they're starting to put in some restrictions back into place. So it's like I had to ask myself, it's like, do I really want to go right now? But who knows? There's always a chance I could do Europe in October if South Africa ends up getting postponed again or something. Which, if that happens, I might try to push the 2 week trip to earlier in October instead of the second half. But yeah, we'll wait and see what happens, though. But again, I gotta book something, or I gotta reserve the time off soon, because if I don't hear an answer by August, I may have to tell my friend Greg's like, sorry, like, I was not expecting to not hear anything, so it's like I'm gonna have to pull out of the trip because I'm not gonna be able to get the time off. Really hope that doesn't come down to that, but that's the thing about trying to plan things right now. It's like, it's difficult, and it's like you have to be pretty flexible on different things. We're starting to come into the next village, which is Goodrich. Unlike Ortonville, Goodrich is directly off of M15, or like we'll be going right through Goodrich. That's what I meant to say. I'm sorry about that. In this video, we do not, or we will not be going into Davison or anything like that. So this will be the last village I'll be driving through in this video. Of course, we're out first in Clarkston, then Ortonville, and then now going through Goodrich. I have filmed a video on M15 North going from I-69, which goes through Davison, going all the way up to Millington. So I did film that video, and I did that like 2 or 3 years ago, and that would have been with my GoPro, so I have no plans of redoing that video. But the one of this stretch was really old, so I needed to replace it. That's one thing I'm working on with some of my older driving videos, is replacing those really old ones with newer ones which have much better quality. Oh, okay, I guess downtown Goodrich itself is not directly on M15. Ooh, gotta look at that light. You have to go left down that road. Yeah, I can see downtown Goodrich along Perry, or no, unfortunately, we did not get lucky with this light. Alright, so that was Goodrich, and we're starting to head out of Goodrich now, back out to the countryside. We have about another several miles to go until we get to I-69. And yeah, with it being a very nice day today, I'm planning to go to one of the state parks that's out near Holly, Michigan. Although technically I'm kind of going out of my way at this point. So after this video, I'm just going to be heading back toward Flint and then taking I-75 back down. But it'd be a nice day to film one of the videos. I think I'm planning to go to Seven Lakes State Park, and I've done 2 videos there in the past, but that was like several years ago, where I did one in the winter time, and then I did an original one during like the springtime. I remember the time I went there was early May. I think it was Mother's Day I went that year, and there were sleets that day, like in May of all months. So I figured I'd go back, and now that my videography skills have significantly improved since several years ago, to go back there to film a new video. As I've gotten, further north away from Clarkston, or especially Ortonville, traffic does seem to be a lot smoother, which is really nice. And yeah, turn right on Hill Road, that'll take you out to the village of Hadley. And then, which, of course, the road eventually takes you over to M24. Yeah, overall this summer hasn't been all that bad when it comes to the weather. Like we had some really hot days, especially in June, but nothing like record-breaking here. I'd say Michigan's been pretty fortunate so far this summer that we've avoided some of the severe heat waves that people either in the northeastern United States were seeing, or especially out in the Pacific Northwest. Like, holy moly, it's like, we're always seeing it. This is like, I'm trying to remember when this was. That was like sometime in late June. Like, remember, it's like Seattle, Washington, and Portland, Oregon. They were seeing highs, especially Portland, Oregon, like over 110 degrees Fahrenheit. It's like, holy moly. It's like, convert that to Celsius, you're seeing temperatures like around over 45 degrees Celsius, which is unheard of. It's like, I think they were breaking their all-time record highs ever out there. And I think there was a town in British Columbia up in Canada that got over 120 degrees Fahrenheit, or let's say they got pretty close to 50 degrees Celsius. I think I don't think they got to that. I think they were just shy of that, but still, it's like incredible. And if that intersection back there, that's Bristol Road. Bristol Road west will take you over toward Burton, and it's technically north of Grand Blanc, and eventually heads over toward I-75 and then to Flint Bishop Airport. Okay, we probably got about another couple miles to go until we get to I-69. Which, yeah, I'll just hop on I-69 west to go toward Flint. Yeah, the van in front of me is starting to slow down a little bit. Oh, looks like we got a yard sale going on there. Michigan's gotten pretty lucky. I think the Great Lakes does help keep Michigan on the cooler side, where neighboring states like Indiana, Ohio, or even like Illinois and Wisconsin, they tend to get hotter during like heat waves. Because, as I've always said, the Great Lakes really do control the weather here in the state of Michigan during all 4 seasons, whether it's moderating temperatures during heat waves here in the summer or bringing lake effect snow showers, more so the western side of the state, but even some of those lake effect snow showers can reach all the way over to the eastern part of the state, some even going all the way over into Canada. Okay, so we're going to be, after this curve here, we're going to be starting to see I-69 shortly. I do need to get over this lane. Alright, so we're starting to see I-69 up ahead. Looks like we may have to stop at a traffic light before we conclude this video. And indeed we will. So I'll start concluding the video once I start going. Oh, we're turning green now. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed this video of M15 going north from Dixie Hwy, US Highway 24, all up to I-69 near Davison, Michigan. So if you enjoyed this video, be sure to click that subscribe button to come along and join me for the adventure. And don't forget to click the notification bell so that way you know when a new video goes live. Thanks for watching. Oh, excuse me. And thanks for watching. This is Scott.